What's up, everybody? EDonk, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Trevor, you're good?
I'm good.
What a fantastic surprise for all of you people. We got Trevor to come back again today after yesterday's really excellent breakdown on the Little League World Series. I've got a handful of items I want to go over just real quick before we get into breakdown and recap. First off, I want to start thanking new subscribers by name. I'm going to try to make an effort to do that. They are pouring in. I mean, it's hard to keep up, but I just randomly selected a couple of new ones to give a shout out to. First off, C-Tran, a local guy in the Chicagoland area. Thanks for joining. Also, Uncle Rico from Arizona, also a new subscriber. So thank both of you guys. And we have so many new people who join us every day. It's probably best for me to recap what it is we do here so everybody knows. First off, the gentleman, he's on the bottom of my screen. I hope he's on the bottom of your screen wearing the straddle shirt. That's the EDonk. EDonk is a sports betting savant, and he's kind enough to join me several times a week where we break down games from a sports betting point of view. This is sort of like a tout show. Most touts, when they give their bets, they do units. Units don't mean anything. I mean, it's nonsense. So we use stars. You got a good place? We use stars to keep track of it. So
some talent are walking around here.
Our analytics software tracks stars and everything better. So there's that. Third, I wanted to comment on some notes I've gotten from some of our subscribers with, I don't know if they're questions, perhaps more their criticisms, but one gentleman complained about the fact that it seems like about out of every 5 shows, EDonk, you have a net negative stars, probably 4 out of every 5 shows. I mean, variance, small sample size, being unlucky. I mean, come on. Same person said he needed to reload his stars. I don't know what that means. Another one says you couldn't name a single EPL team, so why should he listen to you? I just think that's probably taken out of context. Another one says he's curious how you don't even know what skins are, why we should listen to you. Again, I just think that's rude. Another one, this one here. This person says, I could probably make tons of stars just by going opposite of you every day. I mean, we're not here to tell you to do what you do with your money. EDonk knows what's up. He breaks it down. Please don't. Whatever you're doing, please don't do it. But I guess in response to that, out of all the daily super serious sports handicapping shows that you watch on YouTube, how many of them had the star yesterday say that Ohtani was overrated?
Probably none of them, honestly.
Probably none of them. How many of them put 4.5 stars on a team who hadn't won in 19 games?
I would venture to guess 0.
You can't name another one. So, I mean, this is what you get. You get the EDonk. He had the over, and he had the Orioles, and he had Ohtani was overrated. He had all of those things. Were they all right?
I think so.
Okay, so that was like, that game alone was 13.5 stars.
That could make someone some serious doubt.
A lot of stars. We actually finished the day a positive 3.5 stars, thanks to that. I also just wanted to, some more background information. I just wanted to let you know the guests that we've had on in the past. Trevor, his breakdown of Little League World Series yesterday, you're not going to get that anywhere. And the results, I mean, they speak for themselves, right? We've had Moose, who specializes in WNBA. We have B-Funk with WWE, and he was really solid. We have Jody Savage, who specializes in crushing Ben Roethlisberger, which is a pretty good skill set. We have JJD, who came on here. I mean, I don't really know what he adds, but he was on here. we had Sung come on and pick the shortest number on the board for MVP. So that was nice. We have Smells, who's one of the best in the world at not showing up to where she says she's going to be when she's going to be there. So I guess we haven't had Smells. We've even got a guy from one of the European countries over there who's going to come on and talk about soccer. Bridge King. So
He's a sharp.
Well, obviously. I have another apology I need to send out to the Analytics Deep Dive channel. I messed up yesterday. That's my bad. I forgot to post it. It was an easy winner. My fault. So, all right. That's everything I wanted to get out of the way. Everybody feel good today?
Feel great.
Feel really good about today.
Those games yesterday, Trevor. Wow. 5-star bomb on the Hawaii run line. That was nice work.
I called that game, right? That was on point.
That was great. And then what about the Texas run line?
That was good. That was
the easiest star gatherer ever.
Yeah,
but then again,
it was a. Yeah.
Go ahead. What?
It was a slam dunk. It was a slam dunk.
Easy. All right. So
the other games didn't happen.
Well, I mean, the umpire in the South Dakota game and the strike zone. I mean,
yeah,
I'm not saying he had South Dakota, but come on.
It's clear that they wanted to create a storyline to get some buzz going. It's clear that game was probably fixed. No doubt it should have hit the over. No doubt there should have been more runs. And I would like to call in some age verification on the South Dakota pitcher.
Right. What did we need? Like 2 more grand slams and a solo shot, and it goes over?
Yeah, it's just
it's
a game of inches.
It's like 3
game
plays.
of inches.
3 plays.
3 plays. I'm ready to nail these today. Though these games are some easy pickings for people to put a lot of money on. I watched a lot of game tape.
Stars?
Because there's going to be a lot of stars in these ones because these 4 teams have all played each other already. This is the second matchup this week for each of these teams. So we have a lot of data to go with.
Okay.
How did our girl from Texas do?
They won. She played well. Yeah. I mean, she didn't hit the ball, but she's a good backstop.
Saying they won is like saying the sun came up today because you picked them.
Yeah, exactly. It was clear. Like you actually had the excellent point about Nebraska and their inability to play baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have both big girls and boys.
Yes.
So that was really good. So today, have you noticed how much this number has moved? It's crazy.
I've seen it moving all day long. It's bouncing all over the place.
This number surprised me. Michigan -180 against Texas, where it's come back at +150 right now. That number's moved a lot already. I have a feeling you might be responsible for some of that movement, Trevor.
Most of the action, I'm pretty sure. I'm the only one that's probably placing 5 to 6 figure wagers on this game.
Okay. All right. Total 9.5. Heavy juice on the over. We know when it comes to Texas, you love the over. So what do you got for me in this game?
Yeah, it's no surprise. I'm going with Texas and the over. Okay, so these 2 teams, like I said, they played on Monday. Michigan won the game 6-5. It was a massive fluke. What happened was they had one good swing. They hit a grand slam to put them up 4. They were losing 5-0. Texas was on the way to a rout. They hit a grand slam 5-4 game, and then one fluke play where they scored 2 runs on a pass ball to put them up 6-5. And then Texas, I think there was maybe some bugs or some sun in their eye throughout the game. I don't expect that to happen today. I expect them to rout this Michigan team.
And you like the over 9.5. Shadows played a big part in yesterday's games.
Yeah, and I don't think they'll be a factor today. I do think if you saw the game yesterday, they got the kid from Texas. It's the coach's son. He had a beautiful home run where he had a nice bat flip. This bat flip was top tier, and I'm going to go ahead and throw out that I think you're going to see 2 more of those bat flips today. He switched back to a bat that he was using earlier in the season that was doing really well for him. And for some reason, he went away from it. His older brother got him on the phone. He said, listen, you use this other bat. He hit a home run, bat flipped it. 2 bat flips today from that kid. Regala is his last name, Dylan Regala.
Got to see if there's props we can get on here. Here's what I don't understand. Why is Texas a dog? Seems like a setup to me.
My guess is that the bookmakers don't know what they're doing.
Well, that's where we swoop in and take advantage. All right, so we got
Exactly.
Texas at plus 150. How many stars?
5.
5.
As long as EDonk's okay with that. I don't want to step on his toes here.
Are like taken down if like they notice we're in the bathroom like taking a piss or what?
Okay.
Well, really well said.
Like does YouTube do that?
You're we really lost out on what you were trying to say. You froze there. You're cool with the 5 stars on Texas?
You didn't hear me?
No, I think it's because you're in the bathroom and yeah.
Perhaps not the most professional way to handle this. So we're going 5 stars. How many stars are we doing on the over?
5.
Oh,
It's a double 5-star play. Yeah.
Okay. Eric's favorite team, the Ohioans, are plus 395. California coming back. You got to lay 520 with your favorite team, the Californians.
But the line is only 1.5, right?
Well, the run line, if you lay the run line, you still got to lay 325 with
Yeah,
California.
we just lay the run line,
Okay.
lay 325. This team, California, is not what they showed yesterday.
Wait, it's minus 325 on the run line?
It's correct.
Yeah.
My God.
You still got to lay it though. Listen, this California team's not what they showed yesterday. They were a victim of the shadows and maybe some other interesting
get a
things that were
shot.
going on there.
Shut
Oh,
up.
what's going on?
Shut up.
Say who I think it is? J.com? Hey, man, you're the best.
Good to see you, Sammy. EDonk knows people everywhere.
That's right. But yeah, I expect this California team beat Ohio 9-0 earlier in this tournament. That game was not competitive at all. This game is going to be the same. Expect the California team to win, maybe in 5 innings, maybe 4 innings, whatever it is that they're allowed to play. If they just end this game before it even starts, I wouldn't be surprised. Ohio might just not show up at all. Similar to how most people from Ohio handle situations, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They don't like it when times get tough.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So the
Yeah,
interesting.
they just flee their state and go to warmer places.
And do they try to join up with many other good players so that maybe they can win?
Yeah, but then they fail and then they go somewhere else and try to do the same thing and then fail again and make excuses.
Question: if this game actually doesn't even get played because Ohio just forfeits, does the California? What happens with the run line? The 1.5 runs that you're giving.
Oh my goodness.
It's a
Do
really
we have a
good
ruling on
question.
that?
I'm going to grade it as a win because
Okay.
that's actually more impressive, getting someone to quit before it starts. So
Yeah, I just want to clarify that in case that happens.
What's interesting about the total of 9.5 is what's the rule for mercy?
It's 10.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to go over because the final score is going to be 10-0.
Okay. So how many stars are we doing on each of those? 5 each?
We're going to do 5 on the run line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to knock it down to 3 on the over, simply because there's a chance that it just goes 9-0 and then the game just ends because they don't want to play anymore.
Okay. That's pretty
They
sharp.
take their ball and go home, or whatever you want to call
Sharp.
Do they have a slaughter rule?
it. A Florida rule?
It's wonderful. You're participating in about 40% of our conversation today. Yeah, there's a mercy rule at 10-0. 10 runs. 10 run cushion is a mercy rule.
That happened yesterday. Texas did that to the Nebraskans.
Yes, that was 4 stars on the run line and 3 stars on the over.
Yeah,
Both easy winners.
easy winners.
Easy sweep. All right,
Can we just go back 1 second to the fact that EDonk selected the Orioles yesterday, who had lost 19 straight games. I mean, come on. Where do you get that kind of prognostication anywhere else?
What kind of nickname did you give me?
Nostradamus. It's Nostradamus.
I'm
That's
glad you
right.
brought this up because I just think it's important that in this hot take world, will people just say things to say things? EDonk said Ohtani was overrated. Do you guys happen to know what Ohtani's stats were yesterday? Anyone off the top of their head?
Probably awful because he's not very good.
He batted 4 times. He struck out 3 of those 4 times.
Yeah,
And
not a surprise.
on the mound, he lasted all of 5 innings and he gave up 4 earned runs.
It's not very good.
That's
That's complete trash garbage.
I think it's overrated is what I think it is. And Baltimore covered the total by themselves. I mean, this was one of the greatest pieces of handicapping I've ever seen. So, we need to wish ourselves a happy birthday. This is our 23rd episode on this channel.
That's a LeBron James number.
There have been many great 23s, and he's not one that rings a bell first.
Well,
that's
he
for
does.
sure.
He does wear 23, or used to. I'm not sure you're aware. In the middle of the playoffs, he needed to announce after his team got eliminated. He needed to announce that he was changing his number. Are you aware of that?
I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, because that matters, right?
They weren't actually playing anymore, but got that out.
Makes-
All right, I got 2 games I'd like to go over. Trevor, thanks for.
Maybe that's his lucky jersey
First-
number.
Tonight we've got the Dodgers and the Padres. It's a really, really big game. The Dodgers are on the road. Scherzer's on the mound, -135 favorites with a total. You know, it's a good game when the total's only 7.5. What do you think, EDonk?
I like the Doyers.
Okay, you're gonna lay the 135. How many stars?
3.5.
Anything?
And I like the under. I like the under.
And how many stars? Because we don't do units.
3.
Anything to add on that, Trevor?
Not about this game, but I was just thinking, how bad of a team would it have to be, a major league team, to have -325 on the run line? It'd have to be like historically bad, right? Like it would have to be replacement
like
players.
It'd have to be like the Orioles versus the Angels.
Something like that.
Something like that.
You did more than double up on stars in that game. You got 2-1 just on the money line. That was impressive. All right, we're going back.
We did parlay them, right? We parlayed them, right?
I mean, we talked about that offline. We probably should have shared that with the people, and then they'd have a really big bucket.
It
from the
was
start.
a little sprinkle.
Yep. Last game I got. Heavy action on this one as well. We're going back with the Sparks, the LA Sparks. They are in Connecticut tonight. They're catching 11.5. How can a team as good as the Sparks be catching an 11.5 with a total of 145.5?
They're in Connecticut again?
They are tonight, yeah.
I feel like they just played Connecticut, didn't they?
I think they do double headers to reduce on travel.
Makes sense.
Mhm.
I don't really have an opinion on this one. I'm gonna kind of defer to Trevor on this one. What do you think?
He's very close
So-
to the Connecticut squad, so.
Traditionally, I'm a big fan of the Sparks just because I've heard very good things about them. The issue is the Lynx have really had their number this year. The Lynx won by 16 the first time they met, and they won by 25 the second time.
They're
Don't
playing
interrupt. Please don't interrupt the guest. He's on a roll.
Was that it?
What were you
What's the
saying
problem
about the
with that?
Lynx?
Yeah, it's the Lynx and the Sparks. That's who's playing, correct?
No, it's
making
not.
sure this-
It's not.
Okay.
But I thought if
Okay.
you had information about the Lynx you wanted to share with the people, I wasn't going to interrupt you.
I misunderstood who's playing today. Who's playing the Mystics, right? Is it the Mystics?
The Mystics are
Who's the-
playing. They're playing against the Dallas Wings. Would you
Okay,
rather do
I'm
that
getting
game?
I'm going off the rails here. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. They're in
Who's playing in this
Connecticut.
game?
They're in Connecticut.
what-
The Sparks.
What's the Connecticut team name?
The Sun.
the Sun. Have you been drinking
Sun.
today?
Listen, it's very easy to get these names confused. The Connecticut Sun,
That's them. I guess they're good. They're favored by 11.5.
but there's not a lot of sun in Connecticut.
Depends what time of the year.
Yep.
I'm going with the Sparks then. This is no. It's got to be the Sparks then.
All right. How many stars are we getting? We're catching 11.5. I think we probably have to sprinkle some on the money line, but how many at plus 11.5?
You gotta let me know, EDonk. What do you think? How many stars?
Four. You like it
Okay.
a lot. 4.
Okay.
All right. And we're going to sprinkle 2 on the plus 500 money line.
And if somehow, some way, the Sun don't show up today, and it so happens that Minnesota Lynx fly in to take their place, we'll bomb it even harder for 5.
That's like 100 stars then.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if that happens, it just
I'll let you guys know that the Sparks and the Lynx are playing on Thursday, September 2nd at 8 p.m. So all of my analysis, you can just
That's
cycle
what you were
back to
thinking?
here. Yeah, I was thinking today was September 2nd.
I understand.
you already got that newspaper, the September 2nd newspaper, huh? Or the 3rd, I guess, right?
Exactly. Yep.
That's what was so confusing. I
How many
understand.
drinks have you had so far today?
A few. You know what's
Nice.
best is, I bought the whole table around, and then it was easier to get a bluff through because they were like, "Oh yeah, this fucking dickhead bought me a drink, and like he's a really nice guy, and we're just gonna let him take this one." So
I can see that.
it worked out. Like the $56 in drinks that I bought for everybody made me 15x.
Not to mention what you're making everybody right now here on this wonderful podcast.
In infinite dollars.
We got to get the waitresses to start accepting stars. Be easier for you. What's that? What's that over your right shoulder, Trevor?
This right here,
Yeah. It's cool.
this is my digital piece of art. It's an NFT that I bought from a friend I went to high school with. He took this picture in Washington. His collection is called Wandering Alone in Washington. You can find it on OpenSea.io if you'd like to purchase one of these photos. This one's called The Road Less Traveled.
Super cool. What about discount code for Raising the Nuts merch?
I believe you can use the discount code Jody, Jody, loves salad.
Great. I got some somewhat worrisome news from Mike Trout today in terms of Calcutta, so you might have to work on him a little bit.
Okay.
That's all I got. You guys got anything else? EDonk, you got anything else for the people?
It's been an absolute pleasure. When is Little League World Series complete?
Saturday is the championship games, and then the final championship game is Sunday. So there's 2 different brackets. There's a Tom Seaver bracket, and there's a Hank Aaron bracket. Those championships on Saturday, and then the final is on Sunday.
Okay, please carve a little bit of time out for us. Just 5-10 minutes, and then we'll continue breaking this down till it's over.
I absolutely will. Sunday, I'll be traveling to California, but I will do it from the airport if I have to.
All right, Trevor, obviously EDonk and I
Nate,
know, but please tell
get
the
it.
people, please tell the people, is there an international portion of the tournament this year or no?
No international portion this year. They just all U.S. teams. So they took 2 teams from each region.
USA, right?
Because the United States, we're allowed to travel outside of the country, but other people are not allowed to come in.
Don't let them in.
Shout
Unless
out
they're
Marcel.
Let Marcel in. Yeah.
Yeah, especially the Dutch. Don't let them in.
Can I give one final shout out here before we go?
Please.
I got to shout out Jody because she's out school shopping right now with our middle child. And it's the second straight day she's had to go out school shopping, and God bless her soul.
Mhm. We're rooting for no I don't know the word I'm looking for. Killing of kids.
Murder.
Yeah,
Yes, murder.
murder.
No murder. No murder from the
Infanticide.
children.
Infanticide, maybe that was the fancy word I was looking for. Shout out the Cat
That's when you
Spiros.
kill your infant.
I heard I heard they're on the mend, but shout out to the Cat Spiros. Hope you feel better, guys. We good?
Yeah. Apologies to the Cat Spiros if I was a little inconsiderate of your coronavirus symptoms. I hope you are doing great.
All right. Say goodbye to the people, everybody.
Godspeed.
See you.